Tricks here, doing tricks again for all you fantastic people out there in the real world. I'm going to be performing some really nice effects from fantastic books to make your world that little bit more magical and fun. I hope you enjoyed that little intro there. I have performed that a few times on my channel and I really like that torn and restored card effect, which I personally think is possibly one of the nicest, cleanest torn and restored card tricks that there is. And that's actually called Torn by Daniel Garcia, so be sure to check that out. Today, these are different sorts of card tricks that I'm going to be doing. They're not really your average pick a card effect. These are tricks actually with the cards themselves, where you tear them, you fold them. Folding the cards and tearing them can be quite difficult, does require a bit of practice, so I can see why probably a lot of people get put off by performing some of these effects. I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a comment, let me know what you think. It's a lovely day today in the UK. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. So let's get straight into the video, enjoy these effects, and I'll see you at the end. Okay, here's an interesting little piece. It's actually from Harry Lorraine's Apocalypse. Now, there are actually 4 volumes, 4 of these fantastically thick books with tons of material in. And this one, now I've got my little tag here, is actually on page 202 of volumes 1 to 5. And it's a fantastic little piece. I'll demonstrate it for you now. Deck of cards. Spectators can shuffle them. It don't matter. Now what I'll do, in fact I will shuffle them for you because I don't want you to think that I'm cheating in any form or way. Now we're going to take a card, let's take one that stands out like the King of Clubs, a very underrated card, the King of Clubs. Now what we'll do is we'll fold this card into 3 sections like so, and the spectators can in fact sign the card if they wish, like that, and now you're left with this card in this like zigzag, just like that. And what I'll do is we'll take the King of Clubs from here and I'll demonstrate what we're going to do. We'll take it like that, and if you watch, just like pure magic, watch the centre of that card just move. Look, you can see it zigzagging like so. Look at that. The spectators can in fact put their finger through that card like that. There it is, and there's the King of Clubs. You can see it there, the King of Clubs. They can in fact sign it. You can push it back like so, giving it a blow like that, and you can then hand that King of Clubs out as a souvenir, and they can place that card under their pillow, and tomorrow morning that'll still be there. So now into a couple of effects from the Paul Harris Art of Astonishment book, book 2. And this is actually under Connections, which is all cardboard connections. This first one I'm going to show you is called Immaculate Connection. It's on page 77. These are really nice effects. I don't perform them that often, so they might not be as clean and as nice as you think, but you can see how good the effects are. Now I can see why people get put off doing these effects, as folding the cards into 4 and then trying to tear the cards can be difficult, but you can undo the folds and do each fold at a time, but more practice will make your fingers stronger. Check these effects out: Immaculate Connection and Osmosis. Now for this piece of strange, you have 3 cards, 2 queens and the 3 of hearts. Now magicians use the art of what is known as marking cards. What I do is I put a little fold in the card like that. Some magicians even put a tiny little nick in the card, ever so small, you can barely see it. It's almost like braille. And what you do is you just take the card, this is the hardest part of the effect. You take the cards like so, and you just tear the card. A tiny little nick in the card like this. Almost like braille. Then you're left with these 3 cards with holes in, like so. And what you do, you take these cards like that, and you can actually, if you hold them like this, you can actually see that the cards will link together, like so. Now, if you watch this card here, will just, it comes off just like magic. And then you're left with these 2 cards here. But then we can link the card like that. And you see the card is now back on in between the 2 queens. Now if I just tear that piece, you can see that's the easiest way of taking it off. But of course you're left with these 2 torn pieces. And now all I've got to do is just give them a little rub. Blow, and the magic happens. The cards restore. Okay, here's a nice piece of Strange. Uses 2 cards. In this case I'm using a red and a blue. You can use exactly the same colour cards, doesn't matter. Now with this one, magicians use what is known as the art of marking cards, and they fold them like that so they can feel where they are. Some magicians even do this twice. And all they do is they put a little nick in the cards as well. Really, really small, just like Braille. And what they do is they just tear the cards like this, look. And you're left with this funny, like a U-shape card. Now some magicians even do this with the cards face up. Now if you see a magician do this with a card face up, run, don't trust them. And that is exactly what I'm doing. Now they also put a nick in the card as well, like so. And then you're left with these 2 pieces of Strange. Now if you place them together like that, a little rub together, look at this, look, you can see that in fact they link together like so. You can see this strange link has occurred. Now we can unfold this card like that, and you can see the card is linked in the middle, and here is Osmosis. Look at that, the most strangest link known to man. Now to unlink the card, you can see that there, the link. To unlink the card you just take it from here, pull it through, and that should, oh hold on a minute, no, oh that's it, I've got to tear a piece off of this card here. Take that off, and then now the cards should unlink. Oh, actually, should still be linked. Oh, I know. We've got to pull it through like this, like so. And you have these 2 cards. They're still linked. Hold on a minute. Unfold it like that. I'll take that piece off of there, and then you're left with 2 cards. I think, no, still hasn't worked. They are still linked, impossibly, in this very strange way. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. What you can do is you can take this card here and take this piece off there, and then now the cards unlink, and you're left with this strange piece here. This piece has got a tear in it. We can take back that piece there, little rub and a blow, and now that card restores, and now you can go home and make some Elton John glasses. So I hope you enjoyed them 2 fantastic little effects there. As I say, Immaculate Connection was the first one. You tear out the centre of the 3 cards, they link, unlink, link, and link, and unlink. You get it. And then Osmosis, I think it's a really nice trick. More practice, maybe a little bit of patter to go with it as well. That is actually on page 91. Be sure to check that out. Don't give these a miss. Give them the practice that they deserve, and see how you get on. Let me know in that section, the comment section down there. Now for this next one, I want to show you from this book, one of my favourite books, Slightly Absurd by Charlie Fry, who's an absolutely fantastic magician, entertainer, juggler, all sorts. And this is called Warped and Fried. It's a really nice effect. I'm still mastering it, still working on it. I hope you enjoy this. This is actually on page 157, so be sure to check it out. I think it's a really nice piece. Enjoy. Okay, now a funny little trickery with 2 cards. We'll take this card over here, we'll fold it down like so, and then put another fold in that card, like that. Unfold everything, fold it over that way. It's the boring part of the trick. And then you're left with these cards. I'm going to turn that one inside out and I'm going to place that inside this card here and then unfold everything like that. Fold it over and you can see the card is in there. But look, as if by a little bit of magic, I snap and now the card comes out the other way round. Now that is an interesting piece of magic. Look at that. The card is actually coming out the other way round. Now, what we'll do is we'll just take this card here and I'll fold it like that. And then we'll unfold this one. And I'll just fold that like so. Put a little crease in there. And now, we'll take this card here, place it down there like that. And you can see that now we have a piece of strange here. All I'm going to do is, again, tearing the card in to pieces. And you have these pieces here. But if you watch, with a little bit of magic, like that, I blow, and now the cards in the middle actually restores. A miracle. There you go, Warped and Fried from Slightly Absurd by Charlie Fry. A fantastic book. If you haven't got it, make sure you check it out, see what you think, and yeah, give it a go, purchase the book, I don't know, do whatever you want in your little lives. Moving on. Now here's another nice one you can do with your business card or lottery ticket, anything. I've been practicing this quite a bit lately. It does take a little while to learn and do, but I think it's quite a nice piece. It's more of a puzzle than a trick, I think. And you're better off having cards that aren't laminated, and you can do this using playing cards. But let's get into it. I'll show you what I mean. And there you have it, a linked card effect, and you can just make it a little bit neater by just tearing off some of the pieces, and you can see it's an impossible link. As I say, you can use scratch cards, little flyers, so you can use your business cards. Pretty much impossible to do with laminated cards, so you do want to make sure you use the right cards. You can do it with playing cards, it does take slightly longer, as you can see there. Flyers and leaflets, which you can do it with, which I think is quite nice, and that's actually quite easy with these. And that is called Conjunction by Joshua Quinn. Nice effect. I don't know how easy it is to get hold of this. It's quite nice to do as a little puzzle and a souvenir for your spectators. It is quite time consuming. I've been practicing it for a little while. It's not that hard to do once you get the knack of it. The actual splitting of the cards can be difficult. Any questions on that one, please leave me a comment in that section down below. Conjunction. So there you go. Look at these beautiful books. Some really nice torn and restored card effects. You've got Conjunction there. It's not really more of a trick, it's more of a puzzle. People do find it really interesting, and I've noticed that people do put it in their wallets. So Conjunction by Joshua Quinn, very nice. Warped and Fried from Slightly Absurd, Charlie Fry's book, which is another really nice effect. And of course, a lovely Zigzag effect from Harry Lorraine's Apocalypse. 4 of these. Check these out. If you don't know about these, then where have you been? Classic, the legendary Paul Harris, The Art of Astonishment. Possibly one of my favourite books of all time. I perform quite a few effects out of these books in my repertoire, my act, my performance, and I have done for years. The 2 effects you saw there were Osmosis, Immaculate Connection. I might be a little bit rusty on doing them effects, but hey, you can see how beautiful they are. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, enjoying this lovely weather in the UK. Make sure you subscribe, smash that like button, because I really appreciate it, and press the notification bell so you don't miss any of my new
videos. You don't want to miss them.
So another enjoyable video. Had lots of fun going through these effects again. Hopefully some more live performances soon. I've been learning so much, and I will be going out and performing and taking my camera out, and we'll get the reactions of the public, because I know you guys like that. Keep the magic real, don't reveal the secrets, and I'll catch you in the next video.